right. I'm presuming that in time you all step forth into the obelisk water room and
Oh boy.
eventually turn the dial and head into the room that was once shrouded in darkness.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Smashing!
Oh.
Well,
What are we
to the mural.
smashing?
No, there's a figure of speech, good sir.
Yeah, don't smash
Why?
the mural. We need it.
Well, I don't.
Can we just smash it?
No, don't.
No.
We have we have keys for it.
You have to put the keys in the thing.
I put my key in the hole.
I'm gonna put my key in the hole.
right.
Chris,
Yes.
from shooting all of those snakes, was I able to recover any of those arrows?
Did you pick up my fucking?
You're tracking
magic-
ammo?
Yes. I'm always tracking ammo.
That is lame. I feel like
That's actually great. That's impressive.
All right, I would say since you were shooting creatures that are resistant to arrows in a room made of stone, the recovery rate's probably going to be closer to 50%. So you can roll a d2 for each one if you'd like. I don't know how many you shot.
I'm gonna roll a d4, because I don't have a d2.
You can make it.
Ow.
You can really use any dice in the D2 if you think
it's called a coin.
It's called Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo.
Just say you recovered like 60% of them. Fuck it. Or 50.
Either way.
Whatever.
You can make your recovery roll if you'd like to play with that sort of level of verisimilitude. That's up to you. I don't give a shit. As you head up to the
Andy, grab
mural,
his deck.
2 keys go in.
We need another key.
Right. You turn both of the keys, which unseals quickly this fissure in between the 2 large slates that are able to very quickly be pushed aside as they are mechanically rolled back.
Fish or what?
I hate you. All right. As the mural separates in the middle,
Bye-bye.
the large obsidian
Oh, wow.
doors open, revealing a great hall with 4 platforms that descend down like the steps of a pyramid. Thick vines and moss blanket everything, and beams of sunlight trickle throughout from high above the thick jungle canopy above, visible in the daytime. In the middle of the recessed floor is a large stone sarcophagus, on top of which is a 10-foot-long carved tablet depicting a human figure on top of an altar, reaching up to a round symbol, possibly representing the sun or some other celestial body. There are intricate carvings and pictograms covering all of the walls, that which you can see, which aren't choked with vines. And on the east platform is the image of a huge green monkey. And on the west platform, the image of a large coiled snake painted golden yellow with large wings. At the end of the hall to the north is an oversized throne carved from limestone. Upon it sits a human statue covered with a thick layer of dust. There are intricate carvings covering every surface of this space.
Seeing this is terrifying.
Tomb of Chumbawamba.
Yes. However, I have a plan. And seeing this, I feel like Miles throughout this entire dungeon is just ready for danger. He's almost died how many times? He has gone down at least once. He's just already prepared. He holds up his little bottle, his water skin, and just uncorks it. Nope. We're settling this right now.
Wait, I have an idea.
Wait, before you do that.
Wait. Let's talk about this. What is your idea?
Well, you see, I'm just gonna cast spike growth in preparation.
Okay, cool. I walk in.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna cast spike growth then, and I'm gonna position it right at the back. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
So it's just this entire back part of the room is spike growth.
I was hoping you were trying to do some sort of trap detection so I could just walk in.
Nope, I'm making sure that some stuff does not happen.
Is this a statue or is this like a tomb? Right here, this thing in front of me.
It is a sarcophagus in the center.
Oh, great.
It would be 1 square higher.
You've been knocked down, but you will get up again.
It would be 1 square longer, by the way, DM.
Make my way up onto these steps on the side. Just have a good overall view of this sarcophagus.
Alright guys, so on a 1 to 10 scale, how bad of an idea is it for me to just open this right now?
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. You should go ahead. It'll be smashing.
Cool, I'll open it.
I'm gonna draw an arrow for anything that's gonna jump.
I will hold my action to cast Eldritch Blast.
I hold no actions and open this sarcophagus.
All right. As You step forth in the room. The spikes continue to grow everywhere. The lid here to the sarcophagus beginning to become pried open, and you kind of hear like a piercing clothing sound. There's suddenly what was originally a undetached voice becomes evident that it is coming from the north end of the chamber, as Mike Saint Patoba, as you hear somebody just bellow out in this ancient tongue, Miles, who disturbs my slumber? The cracking of flesh and bones and cloth can be heard as this statue.
Who would have guessed it was the statue all along?
Hey, so guys, I feel like I should be prepared for this, but why are we here? Like, are we just stealing stuff? Or are we here to talk with this guy? I don't remember.
I think we're here to steal stuff.
Shit.
Patron? Patron, are you there?
Here to steal stuff.
Yeah, ask your guy.
Patron?
That statue just
Patron, you come in? Oh no!
Right, the statue basically just stands up off the throne and just stands in place. As you can see all the dust and the debris like just dripping off of it, as it was not actually a statue, it was just covered in so much dust that it looked like it was made of stone.
Oh, hey, man, we were looking for you. How's it going? Does he understand me?
It does not understand you at all.
Hey,
Is he speaking a language that I can speak?
Yeah, he's speaking like an ancient Chalton tongue.
Alright, I like the flavor that, while he might be able to understand what I'm saying, I like to think that my ancient Chult is incredibly broken.
Hey, can you just, like, translate for me?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Hey, man, how's it going? We were looking for you.
And I respond back in Chult. Hello, dude. How is hand on this day?
You hear kind of this wheezing low growl. Just,
What do you say?
I think that was just a grumble. 1 second, let me try. I'll go back to ancient Chult. You is very voluptuous.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I told him he looks very stunning today.
That's good, that's good.
his kind of mummified, dried hand reaches up and points to the eastern platform that Shadow is standing by. And he closes his fist and then opens his palm up wide as that he turns, and you can hear the snapping of his tendons and bones in his neck, and he points towards the western wall pictogram and does the same motion. As suddenly you kind of feel like a trembling in the stone beneath your feet.
Oh, good. I think you picked a bad spot to stand, guy.
As suddenly manifesting from elsewhere, the spirit, I guess, manifestations or avatars of these two figures just come like coming out, almost like ethereal energy that blends together, golden light, green jade, as these two creatures then manifest into the room.
Oh my god, good kind sir.
Tell him.
Thou is named what?
Tell him we're friends.
We are comrades.
Does he say anything?
He utters a word and points to the one who is disturbing the sarcophagus in the center of the room.
Yeah.
And says, "Defiler, grave robber, death to you."
Wait, no, I hold up my monkey. I'm like, this is for you! My monkey! Does he like the monkey?
It does not. He does not like you disturbing. He does not like you disturbing the grave.
I throw the monkey!
Trying to translate monkey, go, small man!
I just throw the... I'm just gonna chuck the monkey at him, I guess. I don't know. Fine! Let's do it this way then, you fucker. I suck at initiative.
Yep, the monkey flies across the room as we begin initiative.
I rolled an 8. Did I actually get the sarcophagus open?
Don't worry, I got 1. Don't worry, we're all good, guys.
Okay.
Oh no.
Good. Oh, good.
It's a good thing I got my spike growth up high.
Oh, yeah, good. Good. Hey, so did they willingly enter my...
Oh!
That feels pretty willing.
They were summoned.
Oh, it's a summon, yeah.
So that doesn't count?
No. That's upsetting. Would have been badass, though.
In the business, what we call poo-poo caca.
That's exactly what we call it in the business, yes.
All right, what were you guys' rolls here?
I rolled an...
I already put one in.
Did I get the sarcophagus open or no?
Unless you continued to do it, but I would say no.
Okay.
Joe, you rolled an 8.
Yes.
Imagine rolling a natural 1 on your initiative. That's not very smashing at all.
What are you rolling?
Initiative.
What,
Oh, you don't know?
Initiative.
It's a card game thing. Don't worry about it.
These guys don't look like they play cards.
Stop playing games and
If he
help us
doesn't
deal
like,
with
if
this.
he doesn't
All right.
find little funny monkey men amusing, I don't think he likes cards.
You might have a good point. We're just saying this to his face.
He doesn't know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna translate what he's saying. You are but suckling babe. That'll get him.
Butt suckling.
Yeah, butt suckling. That's so funny.
Oh no.
I told him he's not being very kind.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna. This big snake's gonna eat me now. So.
All right, from where the golden snake stands, it turns to you, its head kind of cocks, and then from deep within its gut, a cone of gas just
You did it.
just covers you, Joe Schmo. Please make me a strength saving
I'm
throw.
so good at.
Meets it.
Meets it, motherfucking beats it, baby.
All right, and the gas subsides rather quickly as the creature kind of begins to stretch about in its newly manifested body, as
Stupid.
the large avatar of Hanbats, the monkey god, sits there with this enormous hammer in one hand. You see his jade form crackle with electrical energy as he reaches this lightning hammer high into the sky, and he swings broadly around at you, Shadow. You are in his space. It is going to attempt to hammer you once, and is going to claw you with its other open palm.
Oh, good.
The
Hammer hits,
That is-
claw does not.
All right, it is going to do 12 points of lightning to you.
Damn.
Ouch.
You're right over there, Shadow. Oh no, he's dead.
I think
Definitely could be better.
we're gonna die.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Yeah,
Want to share your plan or?
let's do it.
Hot potato,
Before
throw
we
them
all
into the
die.
spikes.
That's a great. I love hot potato. I don't think I can pick that snake up.
Oh,
You could attempt to shove, maybe.
Isn't
I'm-
it like a ghost or something?
No, it was like it formed into a material thing.
Are they?
So am I like in this thing right now, or
You're kind of squeezed in its space, yeah.
okay?
Good.
Gonna
Stab it with a magic dagger. It might be undead.
back up. I didn't pick that back up.
You picked it up. I
I
retconned
did
it.
not.
I picked it up.
Gonna just back up
See, he
this
said it's
way
fine. You have it.
and jump over my Drake, and I'ma shoot the dude in the back.
Oh, the big boy? Oh, just wait. Or is the statue boy? Does he take damage from Spike?
he hasn't moved.
Oh,
You have to move 5 feet.
maybe I'll move if you shoot him in the fucking chest.
Well, that's why I got repelling blast.
That is a 29 to hit
What
for the
in the
first one
world?
and a 25 to hit for the second one.
And you're aiming at Big Green Boy?
I am aiming at that guy.
Oh, the mummy.
Yes.
I feel like if I open the sarcophagus and just destroy whatever's in here, they go away.
Really?
Maybe.
You're welcome to
Yeah,
try.
both of those are going to hit.
That is 14 on the first and 13 on the second.
All right.
And that is my turn.
I'll
So
throw
then my
away
Drake
this fellow.
is going to... It's gonna bite the green dude in front of him, as Drakes tend to do. That is 21 to hit. I don't know what my dice are doing today, but I like it.
21 does hit on Big Green Boy.
And that is 8 piercing, and that's gonna be my turn. Hopefully I don't die.
So, I didn't get like any of the sarcophagus top off.
No, I mean it's several hundred pounds, and it literally just it all happened. Like you started to
Okay.
pry it open, then the spikes and that open. That basically that's what triggered the mummy awakening.
Okay, so I'm guessing my if I want to lift this, it'd be my action.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to make an athletics check to get it open.
Do I get the bonus or whatever because I'm using the crowbar?
If you want to use the crowbar, yeah,
So what is that a bonus or is it just?
just advantage is fine.
Wow, what good rolls. That's a 12.
All right, you start to, but it is sealed and heavy, choked with vines. It's got some added oomph to it. You're gonna need to do better than that in order to lift it.
Action surge. Try again.
All right.
What are these rolls? That's a 16.
Whew, all right, the 16 is actually enough to hit it as you see the vines and the little like sinew that kind of plants form whenever vines grow and seal things shut, wrap around trees. It just breaks as just this whole lid just like kind of slides to the side, revealing kind of this desiccated mummy of what looks to be an interred woman, the queen.
I think we need to destroy the mummy.
You think's best, but we could also bring the body back to our patron, so maybe don't do that just yet.
Okay, well, unless the patron tells us what to do right the fuck now, I'm destroying this.
Patron! Alright.
Either protect me and let me do it, or you do it. I don't care. But, yeah, that's all I have.
Alright, well, I don't want to risk dropping spike growth, so I'm gonna load my rifle, aim it at, oh man, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Golden snake, dude.
Alright.
It's gonna see if it hits. 21.
21 does hit.
Good.
Alright, and that's going to be 16 points, 13 force, 3 bludgeoning, and it moves back 10 feet into the spikes.
I need to refresh my roll 20 here. It's going spazzy.
Nice.
Oh no.
We win!
We win!
Woo!
Too much stuff going on.
We did it! Did we see if those arrows actually, like, did anything?
What arrows?
He shot the mummy.
Oh. No, I don't think we did.
Right,
Shoot.
10 feet into, the snake does get pushed back.
Alright,
and
I'm gonna attack it again, so let's wait to roll that piercing damage till after to see if this next one hits.
Okay.
Next Eldritch Blast a 23 to hit for 11 points of force, and moves back 10 feet. So it moved 20 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 2d4 for every 5 feet, so that's 4 times 4, I think? Yeah, so it's gonna be 16d4, right? Or am I wrong about that? 2d4.
8d4.
8d4, thank you.
That's a lot.
I was like, that's math. I was like, that math's wrong.
Is that, like, magic
8.
damage, or?
It's just piercing.
Okay.
d4. There we go, 8d4. 21 points of piercing.
Right, it just rolls and tumbles back in its snake form across all these spikes, and it kind of cocks its big feathered head towards you, and then it's pretty furious. You're gonna end your turn there.
Yep, I think I'm actually going to take a little bit of a step this way, though.
Oh.
And, at the top of the turn order, the mummy is going to look at Joe Schmo, who's disturbing the tomb, and is going to activate its dreadful glare. Joe, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
These rolls, dude. What are my dice? That's a 6.
My dice.
You fail by 5 or more, you are paralyzed.
Oh no. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
How do I get out of that?
So you are basically paralyzed until the end of the mummy's next turn, so it's basically the start of the next initiative. And then it's just the one turn thing.
Okay. Kill the
All right,
and then I, like...
You just get that like that terrible the ring face where like
Yeah.
your jaw locks up.
Yeah, I'm like, kill the...
All right.
That's Skyrim
The
T-posing.
avatar of Kulkan is beginning to float now as it has a fly speed
Oh.
What?
of 60 feet.
Wait a minute, let me check one thing. Because it doesn't... this is I hate when spells don't say this. Yeah,
it doesn't have a vertical...
It doesn't say. It's a sphere, though, so I'm assuming it does. Like, it's a 20-foot sphere.
But I would have to say, though, the spikes are growing off of something, right? Isn't that the description?
True.
The ground in a 20-foot radius, yeah. Yeah.
I would say him floating in the middle of the room
Wait,
is going to be a way
I'm
to avoid
fucking
it.
paralyzed, damn it.
All right, I'm going to roll to see if his breath weapon recharged, which spares some of you, as he is going to make a bite attack against you in the paralyzed condition. Let's just confirm.
Yeah, it's an auto crit. It's an auto crit. If it hits, it still has to hit. It has advantage, but if it hits, it's an auto crit.
Look.
Man, I wonder, does that hit?
Nah, you're good.
All right, you take 11 points of piercing damage.
And he gets a mouthful of smoke because I have smoldering armor. Forgot about that.
All right, the large kind of stone form of this monkey with the hammer comes down and does a really broad swing. He's going to attempt to attack Joe Schmo as well. as Joe is, for some reason, the target right now.
Possibly.
Oh, good.
Oh.
All right, so
Well, I mean, it's a crit anyway,
Yeah.
so.
How much damage is that?
that's... Oh, shit. That claw's an auto crit, too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
That's a lot of damage.
How much?
16 lightning, 22 slashing. Like, you're down. I don't think that you're dead. You're just at 0.
That was pretty
That's the-
close to dead.
Shadow.
The tomb open.
Part of it, yeah.
Is it enough?
Mummy.
Break the mummy. Break the mummy.
Fuck it. While I'm holding my bow, pull out the short sword that I have and start smashing down into the tomb as much as I can to break this.
Got it. Yeah, just
25 to hit.
all right. You reach down into it and just like from where you're at, you're able to just sever a large portion of this interred woman's like torso and perhaps like the top of her femur as the bones just like collapse and rip apart. And you can hear a furious scream sound come from like the mummy.
And I'm gonna leave the sword in there
Mm-hmm.
and shoot the mummy again. And that is a 30 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and that is 7 points of piercing.
The arrow comes into him, and at this point, it is fuming, just staring at you. The Drake is going to.
Gonna bite the guy in front of him.
All right, Big Greenie.
That's what the Drake does. That's a 22 to hit for 8 piercing damage.
The Drake aggressively kind of grabs this thing, starts chewing on its torso. It's finding, very similar to the Jade Snakes, difficult to damage it, as it is not very fleshy. Joe, I need you to make me a death save, please.
Get a natural 20, you'll be fine.
Miles.
Well, we're in a bit of a pickle. How is the snake looking?
The snake is hurt pretty bad from its little tumble across the spiky floor.
So pretty bad. Looking last legs bad or just bad?
That's a fine line.
Alright.
Alright. If depending on what you do, maybe you think you can take it down, but there's a risk that it may not go down.
Yeah. Risk and reward is what I say. Is it plausible that if I knock it 10 feet back, I can use 5 feet of that movement to knock it to the ground?
It's possible that the spike growth is on the walls too, so if you knocked it into the walls, that wouldn't count.
Done. Alright, repelling blast. Here we go. Eldritch blast. Don't fail me. 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Unfortunate. Second blast. 20.
20 does hit.
Alright, that is going to be 8 points of force, 3 points of bludgeoning, and gets knocked 10 feet back into the wall. Huh? So it's going to take 2d4, I guess, as well. For 5 points piercing.
It is still alive.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right, the mummy is going to look at you, Shadow, and it is going to use its dreadful glare. It is going to make a wisdom. You're going to make a wisdom saving throw. 4. You fail. You are also paralyzed until the end of its next turn. It is going to slowly stand up, and it actually is going to come and walk through 3 squares of the spikes very intentionally.
Alright.
And just so without even flinching, it is just menacing and ready to come and destroy you for what it is that you are doing.
Does it not take any damage?
It is going to take 3 squares of movement through it are.
So it's 5, 10, 15. Well, where was it?
Would be
5, 10,
64?
15. 64, yep. Alright, let's see. 18 points of piercing.
All right. It kind of, again, kind of resisting it. Like it definitely is tearing up its feet and its legs. It waltzes through this thing, but it is hell bent. Oh, I'm sorry, Kukulkan. I forgot him. Where are you at, Kukulkan? Macaulay.
Kukulkan.
This is what we
All right.
do, Alan.
This thing flies up into this space, angles down, and is going to envelop the lizard and Shadow, a different breath weapon, as it is going to exhale a cone of fire. Please make a dexterity saving throw for both you and the. Oh yeah. You've wait. Yeah. Okay.
Dex.
All right. The Drake Companion fails.
Oh wait, no, that's not the saving throw. That's just a dex check. You want me to re-roll it, or do you want me to add the
What's
saving
the?
throw?
I don't know what the difference would be.
+4 for a saving throw, but it's a nat 1 either way, so I don't think it's doing much.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get up to the 13 regardless.
No.
All right. So on the fire damage is normally 4d10, so we're going to take. I'll go ahead and roll that. This is for Drake, and this is the first half of Drake and you. All right, so you two will both take 11, and then you will take an additional double damage. Does that knock you down, or are you out now?
Double the damage for the breath weapon?
It's an
19.
No, those don't crit. It's only for melee attacks.
Oh, so breath weapons don't
No.
auto crit?
No.
Okay, all right.
So don't take that extra 19.
I guess since it's an area of effect weapon, it would not auto crit, right?
No, it's only attack rolls with
So then when you're paralyzed, then and you auto fail the saving throw, it's just an auto hit. It's not any additional damage.
Basically, paralyze is it's not like a crit. Like ranged weapons don't crit. It's only melee attack that crit when you're paralyzed.
All right.
I'm alive
for now.
for now.
I may have something that can get us out of this.
Hunbats is going to attempt to Hunbat down on Shadow. Jeez, Pete. Well, that was going to be an auto anyway. 12 with a claw. That's will hit with advantage. As you are seemingly ripped apart, Shadow is now down. Drake, can your Drake act effectively while you're unconscious?
Let me check real quick.
Yeah, you can. Pretty sure.
I should be able to. It's unless I die, I believe.
This looks like it's going to be up to Miles.
I got a little tricky
my
thing.
Drake can keep fighting.
Did it look
So-
like that, like attacking the mummy was even doing anything, like in the sarcophagus, besides pissing them off?
Drake is gonna just run over here, staying within range, and bite the mummy.
All right, you see the Drake kind of crawls up onto the sarcophagus and is now like disturbing the bones and the remains of the woman inside as the mummy just angrily turns and looks at the creature, and then the bite comes down, clamps down hard on its arm. Go ahead and roll damage.
14 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And 5 piercing.
All right, he sort of rips off some flesh from who is presumably Chuwen Khan himself. Joe, death save.
It's an 11.
All right, that's a pass. Miles.
I'm gonna drop Spike Growth. and targeting Chuwen Khan, I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force. He needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Like the one walking around, or the one in the?
The one walking around.
I rolled a 1. All right, I'm sorry. I rolled a. Did I roll a 1 or a 2? I rolled a 1 and I got a -1.
Yes.
All right.
I think it succeeds.
I'm going to, as it fails, I'm going to set an illusion in his mind. It's only perceivable to him. And as he's looking around, all he sees is that the tomb is undisturbed completely. And I'm just going to try to translate in my broken ancient Chult. Lord Chuwen Khan! We weren't doing anything. It was an illusion set by some betrayers. Some of your ancestors. Some of the people outside. They tried to trick you to believe that we were against you. But you see, my patron, Mr. Dowson, sent us to help you. He was an old friend, a genie. 100% lying through my teeth here.
All right, so hang on, I'm gonna read something real quick.
Revert to Bard for a second there.
All right, at that point, how long does this last?
Phantasmal Force is 1 minute.
Okay. The mummy kind of stops what he's doing and sort of turns to you all. He looks down at the lizard, who's basically standing in the tomb, and then looks at you, and then looks back at the lizard. I don't know. It's you're uncertain as to what's going on. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm just going to hold up my hands. Now, if it's all right, we scared them away. Would you be so kind, your lord's graciousness, to let us go, please?
The mummy turns around and begins walking back towards his throne, where he turns and he takes a seat. Go, leave me with my beloved.
I would absolutely smashing if you to allow us this opportunity. All right, little dragon, come on, let's go. Let's get it out of here. And I will drag them out of the room.
The two avatars kind of turn back and, return to their respective pedestals, where they kind of, their forms ebb and eventually kind of disappear. At that time, you manage to drag your companions out of the space back into the room that you were previously in with the large mural statue doors. And at that point, you can choose to maybe do one or two other things as your concentration will be ending on that phantasm here very shortly.
All right, little dragon boy, I know we haven't had formal introductions. I'll shake his hand. Let's close this door.
All right, the door goes, and then right before the door gets like an inch or two from being sealed shut, you just hear this howling scream come from the tomb as Chuwen Khan has realized the trickery that has been bestowed upon him.
And I will scream right as the door is closing and broken, Cholton. Ha! You foul! You've been had! And I'll shut the door and lock it.
All right, the keys lock back into place. All right, so that is an odd way to end a combat, kind of.
And I will try to stabilize my friends so we can possibly get a long rest.
God.
I do think, go ahead as you're kind of pulling out there. I think both Joe and Shadow are going to need to make me a couple of death saves. Joe, you can go ahead and give me one more. That'll kind of clear you.
That's a 14.
Okay, yeah. All right, you kind of auto stabilize. Let's have because like a minute is basically passed. So let's have Shadow just make a few death saves in a row just to see like what has happened. Is he's been oof.
Can't even see what I'm rolling. Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
No, that's
right.
2 fails.
Roll another.
holy shit.
All right, you get them out of the room. You're petting the lizard, and you turn over, and Shadow has expired.
Oh.
Oh no! I turn to the dragon. I hope you're not like a cat. Back, boy.
I believe the Drake disappears as well.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's gone!
Shit.
The scales ebb and flake away as is it like a fey creature, like a summoned kind of thing?
Yeah, he's summoned.
All right, you're petting the Drake as Joe is like kind of breathing hard, and you turn your attention back to Shadow, and then turn your attention to the Drake, and the Drake just kind of looks at you with that Peter Parker, I don't feel so good, as he just turns into dust.
Oh my! I hope I'm not alone here. Wake up, Joe Schmo. Wake up, Joe Schmo.
You are kind of alone here.
Wake up, Joe Schmo. Oh boy, and I will drag Joe Schmo to the most, where was that one area? Let me move my character to find that one sort of safe little area. Using the broom with only 2 of us, can I get him back to the monkey room? With the snakes.
Are you able to use the broom? Is it?
It's not attunement.
Okay, yeah, you should be able to get back to
All
the
right.
room. Are you leaving Shadow's body there?
He's now just. I'll just push aside all of his equipment so he's less heavy, and I'll put him on the broom too. All right. I will shut the door, or however I can. Could I possibly move the thing to close the door? I probably shouldn't do that. I'm not going to close the door.
It depends on which. You would have to. At this point, this door would be open.
Yeah, I was considering Mage Hand to turn the obelisk, but then I probably wouldn't be able to do it again. So
at that point, you would be trapped in there.
yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get to the back, and I'm going to leave both of them out, and I'm going to use my bottled respite to just be like, all right, well, if anything bad happens, sucks to suck. I'm just going to go into my bottle. You watch as almost like Jumanji board, I get sucked into my bottle.
What the fuck just happened?
All right.
And I hope for a long rest.
What?
All right. And in time, it's like a day? I forget how long it takes you to get that hit point back to wake up. Maybe it's an hour or something like that. But Joe, you wake up alone with the dead body of Shadow, deprived of most equipment, inside the monkey room, amongst the scattered snakes. Miles is nowhere to be found. Shadow is dead as a doornail.
Huh. Well.
Did you see one little water skin in the corner that looks like Miles's?
Oh boy, water. That really. Okay, so hypothetically. No, hypothetically. I grabbed the thing and I try to drink out of it.
And as you do, I will use my bonus action to expel myself full force at him.
Ah!
Smash!
What?
Oh.
Did you? He's dead.
Oh, yeah, he died.
What do you mean he died?
Well, you see, he got killed.
The destroying the mummy thing didn't work?
Nope.
Man, that felt like a good idea, though.
Nope. Turns out hindsight's 2020. It was not a good idea.
Huh.
Whew.
So,
Funny how that works.
what now?
Well, you know, Mr. Dowson hasn't gotten back to me.
Yeah, your
So-
patron is... I don't think he's real.
No, he's totally real. He gave me all these powers. It's really cool.
I mean, is he scared?
No, he's just a businessman, and maybe this does possibly explain why he hasn't come back here himself.
Okay, well, tell him that if he doesn't talk to us, I'm gonna eat all the gold.
Goodness. Oh, okay. 1 second, and I'm gonna take the bottle and sort of like almost like put like the cork of it into my ear. Mr. Dowson, Mr. Dowson, are you there?
I like put a gold piece in my mouth. Don't make me do this.
Mr. Dowson? Hello, Mr. Dowson.
Has this worked before?
Sure.
I mean, I feel like you can talk to your patron.
Yeah, sure.
So, just, at some point, you just kind of hear like a, "Hello, Mr. Dowson's office."
Oh my goodness, Isabel! Is Mr. Dowson there?
Oh, he just stepped out.
Oh, god damn it! Well, tell him to call me back at earliest convenience, or this blundering idiot's going to eat all of his gold! I mean, it's smashing to hear from you, by the way.
You know how he deals with that. He went to that nice little spot.
Oh, not this spot again.
He just loves it, that little cafe.
But it's wonderful, but if he doesn't call back, I can't be held responsible. This man could kill me.
I understand your predicament there, Miles. I'm sorry. I know Mr. Dowson, he needs his grape leaves and baba ganoush, otherwise he is just put off.
Noose this, Papa. Noose this. Grape leaves this. This is important. We're stuck in a tomb.
All right, I'll see if I can connect you with someone.
Thank you.
Please hold.
Please don't eat the gold. I'm on hold. He's buying his grape leaves.
I swallow the one gold piece I have in my mouth.
Oh,
That's
don't do
one.
that.
That's one.
Oh, he's getting cross.
All right. In time, let's see here.
What the fuck is going on?
Prime roleplay. Oh my god.
All right. Okay. So, you hear like a dun 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 dun. It's coming from your bag.
Oh, I'm gonna rummage through it.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, it's me. Mr. Dowson's still out.
But how long is he gonna be out?
Well, here, can you just pop in for a second? He's left you something.
I can't do that for another long rest!
All right, well, it'll be here when you can get it.
Oh, okay. I will put it down. He says he has left us something that can help. So please don't eat the gold, or he'll take it back.
I take the second gold piece out of my mouth.
The only thing is I can't do what I did when I went into the bottle twice in a day. It's the sort of thing where it's like an affiliate program. I'm not partnered with him yet. I don't get to do that more times until we've gotten a bit more of a repertoire, so to speak. That's what this was supposed to be for.
So...
All right. So at this point, you guys are kind of at a loss as the unfortunate situation before you with Shadow's passing and you not being able to really access it. But eventually, as you make your time here inside of the tomb, I'm trying to figure out how we can like piecemeal this together. Realistically, we kind of need like a new party member to join in order to finish this out. But I have an alternative solution. Okay. All right. So in time, you pop back into the sack that you kind of use to jaunt into your little elemental object. Yeah. So why would your earth elemental patron give you a water skin to go into?
You know, we don't question it.
Right. It's what is it? You know, it could be like a sand timer. Who knows?
Exactly. Who knows? But no, it's water skin. It's weird.
All right, you get in there, and what you see is there's this huge like just pile of rocks in the center of your space that's just never been there before, and then there's this little silver ring on top with a note.
I'll read the note.
You owe me.
Oh no. Is that all it says?
That's all it says.
All right, I'll pick up the ring and I'll take some of the rocks and put in my pockets.
No, this is much too big. You cannot fit these rocks in your pocket.
Okay.
So he has bestowed upon you one of these.
Oh, now I'm in his debt even more. Oh, that's not smashing at all.
Oh, is this it?
We are in a funny situation. I've been able to take like a short rest or something while we're just sitting
I think. Did we just get a long rest?
At this point, you would have just had a fucking long rest. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful long rest.
Just like
All right,
knock the fuck out sitting on my broom.
You are basically. It is essentially a ring of elemental command.
Oh, okay. Is it like specifically an earth elemental? Or is there? Do I need to know statistics?
You don't need to know anything.
Oh shit! Okay, Mr. Dowson, I'm sorry, sir.
What is that?
That's not Mr. Dowson. Don't worry. As you are in there, you put on the ring, and suddenly the big pile of slag just stands up.
Hello. Are you the reinforcements sent by Mr. Dowson?
What's your name, Alex?
Oh, this is Alex.
Wait, what?
Dude, oh my god! What the fuck is going on?
Oh, I'm gonna close that character sheet real quick.
Well,
He looks like a.
who are you?
He looks like a glurp.
I've never really had a name. Just always been a pile of rocks, I guess.
Oh,
Call me
well-
Stone.
Stone. Oh, well, Stone. We're in a bit of a right predicament, aren't we? I'm glad Mr. Dowson sent you, though, because this is getting out of hand.
Well, what do you need me to do? Where
Well,
are
you
we?
see,
Just popping up under it.
well, you see, Mr. Stone, we're in a right foul predicament. You see, Mr. Dowson sent us here to collect some gold. And sadly, we have seemed to have come across a bit of a roadblock with, a bit of an enemy of sorts. Chuwen, a nasty fellow. He seemed to have killed one of our members, and we are now down a peg, and we are also surrounded on the outside by cultists. They're actually just indigenous peoples, but of course, I have to say that. I need your help.
You're gonna ask for my help
Yes.
as you openly lie and admit the lie that these aren't cultists.
Well, no, but Mr. Dawson would want me to call them cultists. It's how he runs things. Well, he can't have any conspiracies getting out there for us killing disindigenous peoples in the forest. That would be awful.
Well, do you have the gold?
Yes, and I will suck us both out of the bottle and put us into the room. Mr. Bugbear! Joseph Smosher.
Okay.
You haven't eaten the gold, have you?
No, I just ate that one.
Okay, well, it's just one gold down. It's not that big of a deal. Show him the gold. And this is Stone, by the way.
I show him my bag full of gold and jade things and keys and all the just cool fancy shit we found.
Now, I know that this isn't everything I need to pay back Mr. Dawson, especially with his new reinforcements sending, but
There's
this
a
will be at
bag.
least half.
There's a bag where... Oh, I want to know that. Actually, I want to know what you did with his stuff. What happened to all the gold that he had?
Oh, I have it. It's on him. It's, all of this combined, it'll be half of what I owe him.
This is only half?
Oh, I've done a few things for him before.
I don't know how much these jade things are worth.
Oh, yes, I do. It's not enough. Is it...
Call it half, it's almost there.
Okay, it's almost half. but he'll be happy with it.
So, what now?
I'll hand it over and I'll bring it back.
Okay, I'll hand over mine.
Okay. What if we just give him this and
gonna-
then he just leaves and doesn't help us get out of here?
I don't think it works that way. You see, I have the ring on my finger, which means he cannot leave
Okay, cool. I give him.
until the deed is done.
I grab it and I just slowly meld that into like the core of my being.
Yes.
All the gold and the shit.
All
Yeah.
all the treasure you guys have collected just merges into essentially my chest.
Gross.
Don't worry, Joe Schmo. That's how he does this. That's how the transaction works. It's like a bank account.
A what?
A bank
I
account.
guess we
this
do. Hey, I'm an
before.
accountant. I would know that. Never mind.
What do we need? What do you need me to do?
We need to
have
kill
go beat
a
up
mummy. Yes.
Not even gonna ask.
Cool.
You
Wonderful.
have plans to get me out of the store?
Yes. And I'm gonna take one of the rocks as part of his body, yank it off, and throw it through the door.
So, have you been able to review the monster stat sheet?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I think with your Earth Glide, you should be able to like just form your way through shit.
Oh. Never mind. I won't do that.
I just want to see if he has a way.
Do we just do
No.
funny TV editing back to that room?
Kind of. The issue is there's no way that an Earth Elemental is going to get on your broom.
Well, he can melt through shit.
Yeah, he can travel along the wall.
Yeah, that's true.
Goop to the wall, Gooper.
Well, bye, Shadow's corpse. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna become this pillar for a second as
Sorry,
I
man.
wait for them to show me where I'm going.
All right, let's go.
We do the funny. Yeah, we do fun magic movie editing. All right, so here's the plan, right?
I cast Spike Growth.
There's a there's a really pissed off guy that's gonna be sitting in a chair. He's gonna summon some big, funny animals. So just sprint. I think we all just sprint towards the guy and just beat the shit out of him.
No, I think we do Spike Growth.
I can't do anything then, because then we have to fight those things.
Oh,
and they're
that's
gonna kill
right.
us again. So I think we bum rush him.
One second.
We just hit him as hard as we can, as fast.
Okay. Let's see if I have something else I can do instead then. I guess I could summon my friend.
Gooper here and your friend.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Nurse. I'm gonna cast Summon Fae.
All right.
You just call me Gooper.
What's your name?
No, his name's Stone.
Look at him. He's Gooper.
He's one of Mr. Dowson's enforcers.
I feel like Gooper.
He's quite smashing.
I feel like Gooper's more
Well,
mysterious than Stone.
smash.
Alright, so the plan is, Joe, you run in, attack him. I shall summon reinforcements and blast them from behind. Stone, smash.
Wait, can Stone can you meld to my weapon and then you jump out?
What the?
Is your weapon stone?
This dagger is.
Oh my god.
Dagger is magical. You're fine. You can
Okay.
you can speak common. You're from the plane of Earth. You're good.
Okay.
It's got.
The special city of some kind.
It's got stone.
We'll say, you know what? We'll say Mr. Dow's office is in Sigil.
Or could I just pick up a rock? And be like, here.
Sure.
Okay, here. Meld to this. I'll attack
Just
him.
gonna meld into the
It's
ground.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
okay,
just-
you're like, what is with this furry bugbear?
Just follow
alright,
me,
so
man.
You guys have a plan?
Yeah, bum rush
Yeah, of
him.
course.
All right, you turn the keys, and you see Shadow's gear kind of pushed aside here behind it. You swing the doors open, and as you do so, you see these kind of standing still form of Chuwen Khan, leaning over the coffer, sort of reaching his hand into the sarcophagus itself.
Does he see us yet?
He hears the door open and kind of turns his head to the side as if he's attempting to listen, and then kind of grabs the edge of the sarcophagus and begins to just sort of drag it. You just hear stone, just sliding on top of it.
Can I
Since
throw the
the
dagger?
goal is to bum rush, so we
man.
will roll initiative just to see how we act.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm so
Right.
bad at initiative. I've been having really bad rolls this game. It's it's
11.
an 8 from me.
How do I roll initiative on this thing?
Just your dex modifier on it and just roll regular d20.
9.
Got it. Hey, you still rolled second best. out of us.
And of course he rolled a 17. Why wouldn't he?
Fine, we're good.
All right. Chuwen Khan turns to face you all, and he just glares in your general direction. And he is going to use it upon Joe, who's just kind of dead center.
Not again.
All right, you got this.
Dude, this is a joke.
The horror of this thing just kind of like causes you to tremble a bit. Miles, you can act.
At least you're not paralyzed this time.
Yeah. Blast him.
All right, I'll do that. Is it my turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Eldritch Blast. First one is a 12.
12 will hit.
Oh.
God.
Wow. Okay. Nice. For 7 points of force, 3 points of bludgeoning. Second Eldritch Blast, and I'm not going to move him back. Second Eldritch Blast is a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 12 points of force.
Plus the 3.
Nah, that's only for the first or one attack on my turn. Yeah, it's not for everything.
His kind of ragged appearance kind of begins to kind of become unfurled as his body parts begin to kind of like fall off. You can see a large portion of his flesh and his rib cage kind of exposed underneath of his ceremonial garb at this point.
I just sort of cock my rifle, blow the smoke away, and that's what you get for messing with Mr. Dowson's steel. It's not sponsored. I am.
All right, the face spirit.
All right, it's going to use its bonus action to heckin' teleport. I think it's not that big of a teleport though. It's how far is it? 30 feet. Never mind, it's enough to get to it. I think.
It's a pretty big teleport.
Yep. Yeah. And it's also the fuming one, so advantage on its first attack.
Nice.
That is a natural 20.
Yes.
There's what it's for. All right, so that's going to be, I believe it's 2d8 and 2d6. Let me just double check that real quick for you. No, it's 4d6. 4d6 plus spell's level, so 3. 4d6. That is 19 points of piercing and force damage.
Got it. All right. The Fey Spirit comes down. Its short sword just cleaving into the creature. The mummy takes the blade up to the pommel as the force damage just kind of causes this rupture to just cause a fissure to appear through it, all the way up to its shoulder, which just kind of cracks its arm, flailing off. The mummy then, loosed from the blade, spins around and collapses, falling face down onto the tomb. And you hear whispered into the chamber as the body just... In Chultan, he says, "I will be with you again." As the mummy dies.
Oh,
What?
that was really easy.
Huh.
Surely there's no second phase.
I'm not scared anymore.
You needed me for what?
Funny thing about that.
Could we bring the... Oh, we kind of desecrated the other one.
You will still have to pay for me.
I know.
Now what? Think there's anything cool in there?
My face spirit's sort of like shrugging, like holding up the sword with like, what do I do? Like looking like the that one meme where the guy looks from side to side, just shrugging.
Are you talking about that one guy? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. This is embarrassing. This never happens to me.
I guess we just loot?
I guess so.
Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo,
I'm just gonna...
Does the sarcophagus look like it's worth anything? Obviously, we kind of fucked them. I mean,
There was some stuff in it with the body of the queen. The body of the mummy himself also has some accoutrement that may be of value. You peer about. There does not appear that the idol itself, the rumored jade skull with the golden snakes for eyes, is among the king's possession.
Okay.
Rifling us, you can kind of move the sarcophagus lid aside again, and inside you can see the full, sort of defaced body of Queen Naruto. The wife and true love of the king. The inanimate corpse is adorned, laying on a bed of silver pieces, a small coffer of gold kind of adjacent to her arms. She has 3 kind of tiered, beautiful gold necklaces in the shape of snakes that kind of cascade down across her mummified chest. And there is cradling adjacent to her head 3 jade monkey statues, similar to the ones that were buried with the inside of the chest in the other room. There is a single scroll rolled up adjacent to her head that is kind of jotted with some sort of old blood ink that appears to have some sort of spell written on it. The king himself, adorned with his, filigree, his gold chest plate, his headdress, all valuable art objects.
You just watch as
I saw that
Stone
coming.
emerges from the ground as he was behind you and now just appears here. And just with a sweep of the hand sucks up all of the silver that is in the sarcophagus and all the jewelry.
Now hold on a minute. I don't.
No, let him do it. It's fine.
Befitting that Mr. Dow would send a tax collector.
Now, I don't work
And
for
then-
Mr. What's His Face. I got hired by this
Yes,
guy.
you do.
No.
And then proceeds to suck up what is left on the mummy itself, all just into his hand, and you can see just specks of gold make its way down his hand into his arm towards his chest. Well, you are almost paid off, but this will just barely cover what you initially owed.
Oh,
There's
okay,
still
fine.
the price of me being here.
I know.
All right. You sit down on top of the throne, and you hear a click, and a pressure plate is activated. And at that point, you kind of feel like you could move this thing if you wanted to.
Like, am I controlling the chair, or is it just like there's something under the chair?
Yep.
Okay.
Like you could, like you feels like you could slide it.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll get down and push it.
Yep. All right. You push it back. It ends up kind of sliding in the rivets, and it goes.
Well, see you later, guys. And whoop, I jump in. No, you're so far away.
I dashed.
I get in there first.
No, you go first. You've discovered it. You deserve it.
What's in there?
All right.
It's like 100-foot pit, and I just die.
Well, that removes my debt to him.
Oh, was it like an actual hole, or was it just like a compartment?
I'll be right with you.
Yeah, no problem. I think it's really funny if I try to jump into it and it's just like a 3-foot hole. Like there's just something in it instead. I'm like, ah!
You just crack it, and you're like, oh,
Shit!
was that the MacGuffin? God dang it.
Got it. So you kind of begin to descend down into this chamber, and from there, you end up coming to a kind of a brief of a kind of like a stairwell of sorts that comes down and then back up into another chamber where you can kind of feel like the humidity has kind of amped up a bit. Who went in first? Got it. Leaky, cracked walls, moss growing on a lot of things. You come up into the space. As you enter through the short tunnel into an idol room, a gargantuan statue of a winged monkey ornamented with skulls and snakes stands on a large platform, its hands outreaching, palms facing the sky. And then in the corners adjacent to this idol, 4 statues of kind of feathered serpents, the size of a kind of a small humanoid, just sort of stand beset. On a pedestal in the center, right in front of the staircase, is a elaborate artifact, a green monkey skull carved from the largest piece of jade that you've ever seen of this quality. Wrapped around the skull, kind of weaving in and out of the artifact itself, is a solid gold snake that has 2 red gemstones for eyes.
So I'm guessing there's a trick here. Can I like look for a trap, I guess?
Oh, definitely.
Hey, it's 15. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All right, with a 15, looking around, you can definitely tell that the idol rests on a magical pressure plate, which is definitely not really magical pressure plate, but a pressure plate nonetheless that is physically being pressed down by the weight of this object. Any method to move or swap it out risks triggering whatever trap it may cause. It's uncertain as to what fate lies should the skull be removed from this platform.
I guess I want to start looking around. Like, there's definitely a puzzle here.
Where are you on the map, by the way?
Where are the rest of you guys at? Are you entering as well?
I don't.
Are the rest of you entering the space? All right, this is going to
Yeah.
be a little bit of a tight squeeze here for some of
Do
you.
not touch that.
Okay, I won't.
It's trapped.
Is there gold or anything on these statues?
He's a debt collector. He does what he wants.
It looks like all of the statues are made of like marble or like limestone.
Not interested.
There's a trap here. There's pressure plate. Does it look like these hands would move? I have an idea. I'm thinking we have to use those monkey statues. I like kind of push down on one of the hands to see if it...
What if we did the old switcheroo? The pressure plate's underneath the monkey skull, the jade skull, right?
Correct.
Switcher.
You just see the face of stone like sticking out of the wall, watching.
What if we did the old switcheroo? We take a pouch of sand and swallow it really quickly.
I want to see.
I know about it. I think it's a great idea. It's worked all the times.
We're gonna see if we can make this work. Yeah, I'm gonna try to push down on the monkey hands and see if it like moves, if it reacts to that weight.
Pushing down on the large statue at the top, really, you're not finding any purchase. It appears to be rather solid.
Okay.
It is a depiction of just similar to the idols that you've seen. So this would be a depiction of Hanbats, right, who was the monkey god that you had seen previously. You're not feeling a lever or anything. Maybe perusing around the statue, you would hear kind of like the leaky, almost like a drain is kind of behind the statue on the floor. And you can kind of hear running water beneath it. It's only really like a small or tiny creature would be able to kind of like pull the drain open in order to even fit through it.
I can fit. If I just work my way down here.
Okay.
Through the earth, is there anything that I sense going down?
Water. There's running water beneath it.
I feel like it's a water trap.
There is water beneath this. That would be a good assumption.
Can you unmold things you've molded? Because I feel like if we put the monkey thing somewhere, and then we can get the big monkey thing.
And hit it very hard.
Okay. I'm just kind of floating around my room. What if we just have Stone Guy just take control of like whatever door is gonna come down or whatever, and just lift it up?
It could potentially work. I won't take control. If it's mechanical, there's not much I can do with it. But I am quite strong and could probably lift anything here.
I kind of have an idea.
What are you doing?
If it doesn't work out, I will just take the idol and leave.
I have a plan. I gotta sit here and think on it for a second. I mean, what do you see anything with these idols? You got any idea, Mr. Detz-a-lot?
All right. Let's see. What is there with these idols? I'll check them out. Mr. DM, sir.
Yes.
If I'm checking out these idols around here, would that be perception investigation? What would it be?
Investigation. It would be more detailed.
9. But wait. I have the talisman.
Oh.
So I can add a D4 to it.
Oh dear.
Let's see if this does anything.
It is not going to beat the 15 from earlier. Really, at this point, there's not a whole lot else to be gleaned from the room.
How do you feel about that, Mr. DM-man? That thing I just said to you.
I mean, if you want to try something, just say, this is what I'm doing it.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna position myself right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna very, very... This is my command word. I'm just in a very low whisper. Jamba Juice! And, my broom is going to fly here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to... So what I'm trying to do here is just make it so the broom flies forward and knocks this thing to me.
Can I pair something with this?
Okay, yeah, we can have a simultaneous thing.
As the broom knocks it off, I want my face spirit to teleport on top of the pressure plate.
All right.
Can I like roll to do this faster than he reacts? 'Cause I'm not like sharing this with him.
What's Stone doing?
Currently, I am watching. If
All right.
anything goes awry, I am grabbing that idol.
I mean, Alan, if you don't want me to do it, fine.
I'm here to collect a debt, and the debt will be collected.
All right, I wanna try to do this. I wanna try to have the broom launch forward and more or less bring this thing with it.
All right. You see the broom kind of whip around the room as Joe takes a kind of a seated position, kind of halfway down on the stairs, and he's like eyeing the skull idol as it kind of whips around, and then you just hear ting as the broom sort of cracks into the back of the base of the skull, and it tips it forward, and then it kind of rolls off. I don't think you're going to be able to pull cue this thing across to the room. As the skull is really just going to kind of topple into the space. I mean, this is a big human skull shaped bowling thing. Basically, you're hitting with a broom head. It kind of lands on the ground with a loud thud as you just hear a.
I have the longest reach here. Could I try to catch it?
You could attempt to catch it, yeah, probably.
Basically, I'm just trying to hightail. I'm screwing you guys in case you haven't caught on.
Yeah, got it. Big, almost like big simian type, like long arms, kind of reach out to catch this thing. Go ahead and make me let's do a DC 12 acrobatics check.
That's a 17.
All right, it just falls right into your palms as you see the pressure plate shoot up. And as it lands into your hands, you immediately all begin to feel a tremor as the 4 idols here kind of adjacent to you begin to kind of they crack, they begin to kind of fall, pieces of them smashing onto the ground and dissolving like sand would dissolve and crumble as they begin to just fall off. You get a hold of the skull itself. And then you hear the snapping of stone and the breaking of rock as this gigantic golem steps forward off of the platform as the winged monkey statue in its gargantuan size springs to life. And as it's like parading around, taking these two large steps, you begin to see it is like crashing into the walls of the chamber, and everything that it touches is just getting just damaged to the nth degree. It's basically causing big cracks in the stone of the walls. The integrity of this space will be ruined because of this enormous creature. And then we are going to break into a turn order here as you guys are going to figure out what you need to do to secure this idol.
So I was out here, right? My plan is just summon the broom because with my command word, what it does is I can send it somewhere and then it comes back directly to me. So I'm on my broom just hightailing it the fuck out of here. I'm running with this.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and put yourself on the initiative order. Yeah.
That's a Tech 20. Oh, cool music. Sound design. Is this music that was also made with the one shot?
No, this is some stuff that I had secured a long time ago when we were actually doing our previous kind of jungle adventure stuff.
Awesome. All right, let's see.
I got a 17, but mine is already implemented.
All right, Joe. You are kind of free to move. You should be able to move yourself south.
Yeah, I'm on my broom. I'm running. I'm ditching these guys.
You know what? If he was able to do that without me making a reaction, can I see if I'm quick enough to mage hand that shit out of his hands?
Well, because you guys didn't really know what I was doing. But
now I see it.
I guess in a second it was whisper, boom, boom. That's fair. That's fair. And I guess you could just say I used disengage if we want to make it fair.
I mean, I'd say honestly, disengage is fine. At this point, Joe's going to act first, regardless. So you're going to go through 10 feet of tunnel.
Yep.
And then kind of emerge on the opposite side.
Yes.
And then what?
I push this thing back over. And then I action surge.
Okay.
So that I can dash and get as far as I can.
All right.
'Cause I don't know if my broom gives me any more. So I'm out of here. And I guess that's all I do. I just put this thing in my bag. I'm like, well, time to go.
All right.
So, How far away is he from me?
The
60 plus 10
five-
critical.
Who? Who is he?
Alan.
Alan? You're not entirely sure.
Okay. Because I have tremor sense, so.
Does that
he's
work if I'm
flying.
flying? Yes!
Okay.
You
If
bastard.
that is the case, can I sense where the entrance to this cavern is?
The sliding door that you came through?
Where I was initially.
Yeah,
Like
presumably.
where I got summoned in. Okay.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I am going to start just directly heading in that direction.
Okay.
So how far is it for this tunnel?
It's 10 feet to get through the tunnel.
Okay. And well, I'm not going through the tunnel. I'm going through the earth. Going
Right.
directly.
Yeah. So it would be about 10 feet of movement to get through to the opposite side. And then your burrow is 30 and your speed is 30. So like you could move a double move of a 60 regardless of, where you want to go.
So I am.
Oh, what the fuck?
Give me a second. I have to scroll down. So I'd be right here.
Okay.
And I'm just going straight out.
Do I see him or no?
I am in the earth.
Very likely. Yeah, you would kind of see him maybe, I don't know. You're probably not even looking for him, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. Whatever. No, it's got my turn.
And that is my turn.
Okay. The golem is going to go kind of into a rampage here.
My debt hasn't been paid yet.
You're fucked. Did he not have to?
Has been paid.
Did he take attack of opportunity from the big golem thing?
That wasn't within his range, I don't think.
What did you say? Because he would have. I guess I don't know what
For
that
me?
thing's reaching.
No,
not
he
you.
wasn't. He was in the wall. Technically, things like teleportation and stuff like that doesn't trigger opportunity attacks.
Okay.
All right. The golem is going to rampage and use its haste ability. And so it is going to move its full move and just destroy, basically plow through this wall and create this gigantic gaping hole as rocks become like collapsed around you. Miles, as it goes by you, it is going to use its slam attack against you as a bonus action because of its haste.
11 just
AC.
hits.
Ooh, it does. All right.
Unfortunate, but true.
It's going to do 28 bludgeoning damage to you.
That is just enough to knock me out.
Knock you out cold.
And there goes my face spirit.
It's going to just continue on its merry way.
Oh shit.
And so, Miles, you're out. That ends the round. At the end of the round, everybody needs to make dexterity saving throws.
I fail.
Okay, and then if you fail, you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as rocks come collapsing down upon you. And that does not count for stone because you're in the stone. But Joe Schmo, you are seeing falling rocks, and like this whole temple is falling apart.
That's also one failure for me on my death saves.
Is the broom helping me at all or no?
Well, no. Okay, the whole temple in a
It's
very
just, like,
dramatic
falling.
end of the movie way, like it's all coming down.
That's a 9.
All right, so you are going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage
I hope
as
you fucking
continue.
die.
Miles, you get kind of just hit in the head with a
One
rock.
fail.
And Joe, you can continue on your merry way. That door down here is open. I can unlock that. You are going to temporarily. You're going to go into this room, and then you're going to need to interact with that wishing well.
Yeah. So there's my initial 30. Then I'll use dash or whatever again. So 5, 10. I turn it.
Okay, is your interaction. Okay, it begins to close. It is not in an immediate, like it's not an instant 6-second thing. So it's going to take a second for this to resolve.
Okay, so I close it, and then I'm just gonna... Ooh, actually, no. I'll stay here. How high can I hover with this broom?
Now so this is again,
I have to, like,
this is sort of
actively
like
do this. Got it.
well, no, this room is also kind of like the Willy Wonka fizzy lifting drink kind of room. Like it goes up quite a ways.
I'm just trying to. So I used my dash afterwards. So I had 30 and then 5, 10, 15 to here. So I have another 15 feet. I just wanted. I don't know if I have a limitation on how I can go with the broom. Oh, I have a flying speed of 50. That sucks. Oh well. I could have already done this.
I think you'd still be in the predicament though you're in though, which is waiting on the door.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah. I'm just that was like I should have
Yeah.
done that earlier. It doesn't say a limitation on height. So how do you want to play that?
It's just where do you want to be in the room, elevation wise? Let me go back here and take a look at the description.
Okay.
Wait, how much speed of movement does the broom have? 50?
Yeah.
It's a 25-foot square room, and the
I'm just trying to hover enough so that if Mr. Rockboy appears in here, he still can't. He can't hit me.
all right, so here it is. The 25-foot square room, the recessed floor is filled with a shallow pool of water. A 30-foot tall obelisk covered in ancient carving stands in the center.
Oh shit.
The walls are made of smooth bricks, and there is a small gap in the ceiling some 70 feet above you, where a beam of sunlight is able to bounce down off the tip of the golden obelisk's top.
That's too small for me, right?
I mean, you'd have to go up there to check it out, but yeah, I mean, it's a small hole. It's not a medium size.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna float. I guess I'm gonna hover, like, whatever would be high enough to be away from him. So I guess like 40 feet in the air? Because if this is 30 feet? Yeah, so I hover just like 40 feet in the air. And I wait. I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's all I can do.
All right.
So, going through this room, I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna measure this out.
I wish you worked like Sandman and water was bad.
That's 35, right? And then getting here makes it really hard when I can't see where I'm going.
Yeah, that is kind of part of it. Like, you don't really know where you're going. Like, you kind of vaguely do.
Tremor sense, though, so like I can sense stuff that's going, like areas beyond the room I'm in.
Oh, so he'd be able to like hear
If
the
I
water.
understand that right.
I mean, tremor sense can be described in a couple ways, but if something is making noise or creating vibration, yes.
Okay.
In this room, I would say the waterfalls are probably giving you a good idea of like what's going on, like in this space. I mean, almost like a sonar in a sense. But deeper into the other walls to the east and west and stuff, it's going to be a little harder to discern.
I'm trying to actively avoid the water.
Yeah, I mean, that would be so. You could potentially. Okay, depends on what's your goal, like narratively.
To get to the entrance of this place.
Okay, all right. So you would be able to kind of pop through and like come through a cave here. Should that be like an area you wanted to do? That would be like an additional 15 move. You could even go a little bit further into another separate little cave system, kind of here.
10 more feet here.
Okay, so you could kind of end up in this chamber on the opposite side of the door that Joe's trying to open up.
Okay.
He would not know you're there.
Oh, that's just pure luck.
I can't see what's happening.
Basically, he just managed to teleport into the tunnel that I had. Obviously,
Nice.
I don't know that, so I'm gonna play it like I don't know that. But that is just.
The golem's rampage continues as it sort of double moves through the space, causing more rubble and debris. Again, everyone making me a dex save, please. DC 13, as rubble begins to collapse all throughout the entire temple.
Nice. Now one.
I mean, I fail automatically, so.
have a saving throw for Dex.
It's just plus your dex modifier.
It's
Then-
six damage, right?
Yes.
Alright. It's fine, guys. I'm just gonna roll nat 20 here.
5?
Okay, then you'll take half that, I think.
Half of.
Well, it's non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Is he able to be here if Miles is unconscious?
Yeah.
Hurry up and die.
He's just
what the
not.
ring does.
He's just not controlled at this point.
Alright, here we go, guys. Ready? Nat 20. Here we go. Nope, I die.
Yes.
All right, Joe. The door to the top here is going to. The water starts pooling and kind of pouring down full bore. This door shuts. The other door opens, and before you is the fucking earth elemental.
Oh, hey, bitch. Second wind a bonus action?
Yep.
I mean, I can't do anything else with my bonus action here, yeah, so...
How big is this room he's trying to get into? Just curious.
Take a look.
That's a little 5 foot.
Could we possibly reveal this area for me so I can keep it up on the recording? So it's not just dead Miles.
So he's just completely blocking this. Wait, he's not able to just be in his normal form like that then. He can't fit in that space. He would have to be all sucky.
The elemental can burrow through non-magical unworked earth and stone.
Yeah, but like can he just actively just stand in this doorway?
I mean, you can stick out halfway through the ground and still block it if it's too
Okay.
big for the area.
So I'm guessing if I want to just try to push past him, it's gonna be a roll. Or like, just like phew.
All right, it's your call. You can move. Technically, you guys are, I guess, allies. Like you can move through a space, but I believe it's twice movement.
Well,
Okay.
is Stone specifically trying to block him?
Mm.
I'm hunting for an idol that was stolen.
I don't know I haven't.
All right. Well, we have some. Oh, he saw you take it.
You don't know that.
I visibly watched you take the idol.
Yeah.
Alan, you've been a dick this entire time. You don't get to get this nice stuff. You have to
This
do it the hard
entire
way.
time you fucked me.
All right. So your options now are what? You can maybe experiment with the ceiling, or you could mess with stone blocking your path.
So my question is, if I'm just trying to dash like 100 miles per hour through this, like there's still gonna be a roll, obviously. But is it even possible if I succeed that roll just for me to pass him? Like, is there enough space for me to do that?
I would say he is taking up he's a large creature in a
Not possible.
Small space.
15-foot area. Yeah.
So the roof. So you said the roof is collapsing. I'm getting hit with rocks big enough to do damage because the roof is collapsing. That means the integrity of the roof is going down. So
Yep.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, how tall is this? Because I'm hovering right now. I'm 40 feet in the air.
So you got a 30-foot move to get to the ceiling.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use that because I have my 50 feet of broom. So I float to the hole. So I still have 20 before I decide what I'm gonna do. If I decide I'm gonna dash or not. So what am I seeing with this hole?
You are seeing that the roof is beginning to kind of lose its integrity. There's heavy choking vines from trees that have sort of made their home at the top of the mountain. It would appear that there may be some sort of like open air grove or something where the light is kind of beaming through. And the stones at the roof here are kind of crumbling and beginning to collapse down. So it's possible to try to crawl through the small space that's there if you would like to attempt to squeeze. Otherwise, there is you could damage it. You could try and force your way through.
Can you? What kind of roll would it be for just squeezing, or is that just like I just try it?
So you would basically, I would say, you'd have to crawl off of the broom and attempt to just sort of like climb.
Okay.
And so I guess that would be an athletics check to climb up into it, but with seemingly dangerous consequences should you fail.
Okay, so, but if I'm breaking the roof, I'm just attacking it, basically. Can I just attack this thing to make the hole bigger?
I mean, you could attack it, or you could try and dash through it, whatever you want to try and do.
I'm gonna try to attack it, because then I get to hit it twice.
All right, go for it.
First one's a 9.
All right.
Second one's a 17.
All right. The 17, you find more purchase. You are able to attack the stonework itself.
Okay. I guess I'll roll a damage for that. It's 4 damage.
Okay. All right. You kind of shove your glaive into it and are able to kind of loosen a large hunk of stone, and it begins to kind of crack. With a little bit more doing, you might be able to increase the size of the hole.
Okay, so I used my bonus action already, so I can't do that. Then I guess I'll use... Oh, I can't do action surge again, I forgot. Shit, I might just be out of stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, because he can't get up to me, even with his dash right now, so... Yeah, I'm gonna wait my turn. I'm gonna just end it there.
All right, Stone. He's in the stonework, adjacent to this like kind of narrow circular area, but it's about 70 feet up.
Doesn't say what my reach is. So, oh no, my reach is 10 feet.
Oh fuck.
So,
is it 70 or 75 for him because he's 5 foot set back?
I guess this comes down to numbers because I am a large creature. So I'm assuming I'm essentially a 10-foot cube.
Give or take, yeah.
Roughly.
Okay.
So, if I go straight up as close as I can to him, I am within how much distance?
Oh, because at this point I'm in the center of the room, because you said it was... He might still be able to get me.
No, you went to attack the roof, right?
Yeah.
So you're up at the top of the roof, which is
but I'm like
70 feet.
Dead center, because I'm looking at horizontal distance here. He still might be able to reach me, because that looks like it's still 10 feet. Or I guess I'm 15 feet. So if he has enough movement to get 5 feet horizontal, once he goes vertical, he can hit me. This really is just a numbers game at this point.
Right. I feel like I need to like.
You need a vertical map, did you?
I'm like solving geometry at this point.
So.
All right. So Pythagorean theorem says.
Oh no! I'm out.
The slope-intercept form tells us.
I need that.
All right. So. How about this?
Yes.
Stone can make it up there, and he can make an attack, but it will be a disadvantage because I don't feel like doing math.
That's fair. Because I think in almost every situation, numbers are on his side.
Knock him off the broom. Do it. Knock him prone.
I mean, if I can get up there, it's 75 feet. I have, my movement speed is 30 feet, my burrow speed is 30 feet, so I'd have to dash to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So that
shit.
would be my action.
Correct.
I didn't even think about that.
But then if he leaves the space, you
Yes.
would get an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
All right, so do you want to go up there and just sort of be adjacent to him?
Yes.
All right. You enter in the burrowed form, and doing so, make me a stealth check.
Can I just say I failed because I have a dex of 8.
It's all right. Just go ahead and roll it.
Yeah,
I just want to see if you
rolling
can. I want to see if you can beat his passive perception.
I think he.
All right. So
11.
D20.
He
11.
does.
Okay.
He beats that
yeah.
one. It's only 10.
All right. Your passive perception, I thought, was 13.
My insight is 13. Perception's 10.
Oh, that's your passive insight. Okay,
Yep.
got it.
So
All
I
right.
might have a feeling.
Yeah, so all the rumbling and crumbling of the stone, you're not entirely sure. Regardless, Stone, you get up adjacent to him. You can kind of see him through the wall. Rocks continue to crumble. The behemoth comes crashing through and lands in the pool of water, sending rock everywhere. At this point, we're just going to go... and it is unable to continue to move. However, it's kind of curious splashing about down in the water. Does summon the water spirits.
Yep.
And everyone is attacked by rubble. DC 13 dex saves, please, except for Stone, who is in the wall.
Dude, I suck at these. That's another 6.
All right, 6 more damage.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did this damage that has just been sustained open the hole anymore, or open any other big holes in the sky that I would have seen? No.
And nothing substantially, but
Okay.
there is a hit point total that you're working towards in the ceiling.
Got it. Also, another question. This isn't game stuff. Will, are you able to see all this now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just make sure. Dope. Okay.
All I'm watching with bated breath.
All right. Will takes another 6 damage as
I'm
his
already
body
dead.
is just slowly...
I'm
He's already
already
dead.
Yeah, no, I died.
Wait. What happens if the ring is destroyed?
The ring's not destroyed. It's a magical item.
Fuck. Okay.
All right.
Get lost forever, and I might just be a roaming earth elemental now.
All right, Joe, you are
We'll
at the
get
roof.
to that when we do.
Okay. So, how big is this hole looking now? How much? Like, what did I do?
If you can do a d8 damage to it,
Okay.
you could crack a hole in it large enough to fly through. It is a 10 AC.
Okay. Let me see if I can, because I already used the action surge. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it. It's 13,
13 hits.
and that's 10 damage.
That rocks a boulder loose that then plummets down and crashes upon the behemoth statue's shoulder, kind of crushing it a bit, leaving the sky wide open before you, the beautiful jungles of Chaltz, the sweltering humidity. You can feel it on your face.
Okay. And then since I used my action to do one attack, I can't be like, okay, now I want to dash, because it's either...
You can't dash.
Yeah, okay.
And you cannot disengage.
What I was going to try to do, but that's okay. So basically I just have to take the hit. Okay.
And Shadow will get or Stone will get an attack on you with advantage, I think, because he is hidden from you, I believe.
Would I be at half cover because I'm in an entrance and he's...
No, he's in the stone. He's
Okay,
basically
cool.
this is an earth elemental leaping out of the rock
Yeah.
you're trying to escape from to get you as like the shark tries to bite the thing out of the water.
Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna kind of turn the broom almost sideways and just try to be a rocket.
All right, Stone, you get to make your attack. DC is AC 16 to try and attempt to beat with your attack of opportunity.
At advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
22.
22 hits.
Okay.
Or 10 bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning damage. I don't think that's enough to do any substantial, like, serious death, as Joe just up out of the top of the mountain. And as you begin to head towards the sky, you hear rumbling and jeering in the jungle. As you peer down, Joe, you're about, 30 feet up out over the surface of the jungle. You begin to see the trees.
Yeah.
And you can see a detachment of tribal scouts. And all of them reach down as a volley of black arrows comes rising up at you.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm just flying through the trees at this point, basically.
All right,
I'm using as much of my movement as if I survive this.
Okay.
I will
And
find you.
the earth elemental rips out of the ground as the arrows come. You'll be able to get away in a single turn, but they are going to be able to make an attack. Will, just to send us off here, roll me 2d4.
4, 6.
Okay.
A 4 and a 2.
Yeah, 4 and a 2. Sorry, I thought it was like a total.
No, it's a total of how many scouts are attacking him.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. shit.
Do they have like disadvantage or anything? Oh, this is a joke.
No, but that net 20 hits.
2 hits, 3 hits. What a joke. Oh my gosh.
Is that enough?
Yes.
Somewhere over the jungle, the broom crashes into the overgrowth.
The broom would keep
As the-
flying.
Right. Joe Schmo lands, and the idol kind of comes out of his satchel and rolls up adjacent to his head. At that point, falling, you would have taken some additional damage as kind of the lifeless body of the bugbear kind of peers down. Can everybody roll me a 1d?
You want me to roll another one since I rolled it before you said that? I was just trying to be cheeky and be like, oh, net 20.
As the camera pans to the room where the slumped body of Shadow can be seen kind of in the tomb next to the golden jade monkey statue, to the lifeless form buried in rocks of Miles within the idol temple room, to the lifeless body of the bugbear in the jungle proper. The camera puts all of its attention onto the jade and golden idol of the skull, Chuwen Khan. And for a moment, a tiny glint of energy can be seen in the 2 beady red crystalline eyes, as suddenly, deep within the chamber, a fell breath. As Shadow awakens and stands forward, looking down at his cat paws, and in Chalton says, "It is good to be back," as the mummy and spirit of Chuwen Khan has taken a new body and begins the cycle again.
Well, technically, I have my death saves. I want to roll this just to see what would happen with these. I would have passed.
You would have stabilized, but would you have...
I'm still unconscious.
Yeah, you would have died. Oh no, you would have died.
Well, I also kind of figured that you darted up like 100 feet into the air and would have
was 30
taken
feet.
like. Well, you would have flying over the jungle.
Semantics.
Either way,
We lost. Whatever.
semantics.
No, I think that was a win.
Was it a lose or was it a win?
That was
There's
fine.
an earth elemental that is now in the temple.
No, it was a win for Dowson. All right, Dowson got his debt back.
Yeah, because you monster, try to make me the bad guy. You trying to screw me, my man.
What did I do? I saved your life.
You weren't gonna pay me.
I was.
He was gonna pay you. He summoned a debt collector.
I really almost.
I don't think you should be making me the bad guy here, Alan, after what you pulled.
Okay, whatever. I really almost pulled that off. That was
Yeah, no,
almost
that's
That was
impressive.
close.
was
That was very close. That was very well done.
If
I would've-
that thing did not kill me with that 28 damage, I would have gotten out. But God, I was right what I needed.
Yeah, all I had to do was hold my. I had to hold my healing for a better time, but you know, semantics.
Hey, but
It is
no,
what
it
it
was
is.
fun. It was a silly one shot, and it's meant to be dramatic.
Yes.
That was an amazing end.
There we go.
Amazing.
As
The flee from the temple was pretty great.
Well, it would be nice if I got to play it, but it's fine.
I feel
It wouldn't
you.
have made sense
All
for
right.
me to be like, okay, I guess I could have included you in that. We probably would have both got away if I did that too, but I was mad. So
Totally. Well, hey guys, I appreciate the play tonight. It's about 3:30 here, so I'm gonna get ready for the rest of my day, and I will
Yeah.
talk to you all later. We'll see you around next time. Hopefully, we can get back to our regularly scheduled game here in 2 weeks.